Hello, this is John Summers, and I'd like to welcome you to Advanced Mobile Programming, ITSE 2343. This is first time I've taught this class. I'm taking over from Mark Uznick. So one thing you will notice as you go through this course is most of the videos will be of him teaching this class, and it's just because he already had this out there. But I did want the first video to be of me introducing myself, who I am, and also just to kind of take you through the syllabus, the policies, and just kind of get you familiar with that. So as an intro, again, my name is John Summers. I've been an adjunct for Amarillo College for I don't know, a couple of decades, it feels like. And this has kind of been my hobby. It's my second job, and this is probably where I have the most fun. My first job, I actually started off as a junior developer back many years ago, and worked my way up to vice president of information technology for a major company. I will say the most fun I had was not being a VP. That I really didn't like. I was more into going to meetings and all that, and I missed my days back when I was a developer, because that's where all the fun is. That's where you're actually being creative and creating things that have never been created before, and putting them out to people. And that's why this course excites me, and I'm really looking forward to teaching it, or instructing it, just because it kind of gets me back to my roots. I've taught a lot of courses at AC. Probably the next course that I really enjoy teaching is the database classes, where you actually set up databases, and some of you may have actually had me for that course. So again, I'm excited about this. As far as a little bit about me, again, I started off as a junior developer back many years ago. Worked my way up to a VP. What I currently do, my first job, I actually work from home, and I work for a company called DXC Technology. You may know it as Hewlett Packard, but they kind of split off, and they still have their hardware side, which is the HP, but their software side, they split off into a new company called DXC. And my main assignment right now is I am the master scheduler for the Mississippi Medicaid implementation project. And basically what we've done is we've created a brand new system that they're implementing in each state. And right now we're doing Mississippi, and I'm the one using a lot of Microsoft Project to manage all of the tasks involved with implementing a new Medicaid system for that state. And it's basically a 4-year project. So that's my main job. This job, teaching at AC, like I said, is more of a hobby, and I love it. And I have fun working with students. So enough about me. Let's go ahead and get started, or at least looking into this course. As you get in to Blackboard, and I'm sure you're all familiar with Blackboard since this isn't your first course to take it at AC. The first thing I'd like to get into is you've got your course syllabus, which I'll get into in a minute. And then content. Content is where I will be putting your assignments. You'll have weekly assignments, and I'll put them out each week. These assignments, I'll put them out Monday morning, first thing, or maybe late Sunday night. And they are due by 7 a.m. the following Monday. So for this week, week 1, I will have it out there. There's not really a whole lot to do this week. It's to watch this video, go in, look at the policies, and then basically send me an email that you have gone through the syllabus, you've listened to the video, and you've gone in, you've looked at basically all the stuff for this particular week. So there's not really much to it, but I will not start grading any of your assignments until you've done this. So please make sure you go in, look at these policies, look at the syllabus, and send me an email. And you'll notice in week 1, when we get into this is your assignment. Assignment number 1, when you get into this, I am storing these out on Google Drive, so it may ask you to ask for permission. As soon as you do that, I will give you access to these. This is kind of my first time to use Google Drive, so we'll kind of play this by ear. If something doesn't work, I'll come up with something different. But at least for now, this is what I'll have you go through. So this is your assignment 1. You'll just go through this. This is a video. I will change this link once I'm through with this video and put the new link in here. Your Lab 0, again, this is going to be changed because I actually have this in Blackboard. So this whole assignment will be updated whenever, by the time you get into and start viewing this. But that's that part of it. Lab 0, this is your first lab. And basically, your lab, you'll notice that it will download it. So you will go into Lab 0, open this up, and basically it just tells you what you need to do. You need to read the attendance, homework, late work, test policies, and all of that. Those are in the policies that I've put out there, as well as the syllabus. And then you will send an email to me with the subject mobile programming, your name, don't put Joe Student. And you should put in there, your phone number. Let me know if it's something where I can text you, or if it's just something where it's only phone calls. And you'll also need to put in that you have read and understand the attendance, homework, late work policy, and so on, as it's stated in Blackboard, and send that to me. At that point, I will officially have you in the class, and I will start grading the assignments as we go through. So let me get back to the syllabus now. So course syllabus, again, advanced mobile programming syllabus, has my information in here, my phone number. I can handle text. However, if you do send me a text, please give me your name. Otherwise, I'm teaching 3 courses this semester. And so if you send me a question asking me about a particular assignment, I may have no idea which class you're talking about, who you are. So please, if you do send me a text or an email, make sure you put in there what class you're in and what your name is, so that I know, so I can kind of get my brain wrapped around, the question you're asking, because I am teaching BCIS 1305. I have 2 of those classes. And if you don't specify that, I may get you confused with one of those. So please make sure that you put that information in a text or in an email if you send them to me. As far as office hours, I do have an office up at AC. It's room 330. I'm not there very much. Sometimes I'll go up and work from there. Usually when I have classes at night, which this semester I have Monday and Wednesday nights. So I might be up there on Monday and Wednesday afternoons, just because I like to already be up there. That I don't have to worry about parking. But most of the time, if you actually need to meet with me in person, it'd be best to text me, and we can set up an appointment, or we can just even talk over the phone or through email. But I do have an office up there if we do need to meet up there, where we can go through some things and so on. As far as course information, disability, if you have any kind of issues with disabilities, usually what most people need on this is maybe extra time for tests or assignments. Just make sure that you get with me if you have any of those or need any of those kind of accommodations. So rest of stuff on this. Drop policy: students who do not attend class on or prior to the census date will be administratively dropped. This went into effect in 2016. So I will be looking in Blackboard to the first thing is you need to reply back with an email. If I do not get that, then you will end up being administratively dropped from this course, because I did not receive your first assignment. Whether you've done anything or not, you need to take care of that first thing, because that lets me know when it comes census that you are actually enrolled in this class and you are participating. So please make sure that you do that. Withdrawal request, there is a last date. I'm not exactly sure when it is. It is your responsibility that when it comes to that point of withdrawing from the class in order not to receive an F, it's your responsibility to get the form and send it to me to sign off on. I'm not going to do it for you. That's your responsibility. So make sure that you fill out the form, send it to me, and I will take it from there. As far as signing it, sending it back to you, or if it needs to be sent on to whoever, I will do that. But it's up to you to fill out the form and send it to me. Prerequisites for this course. There are a couple: COSC 1315 or COSC 1336. And it is because, this is an advanced programming course, so these courses will have given you, hopefully, the information you need to help you with this particular one. Hours, this is a 3-hour course, 4 with the lab. It is an online course, so we will not meet in a classroom. Like I said, if you need to meet with me, I can meet you in my office, or those Monday or Wednesday nights when I'm teaching other classes, I can be up there. If you'll schedule an appointment, I could meet with you either after classes, between classes, or before classes, or even in my office before that. There is no textbooks for this course. I will provide everything that you need. Everything that you need as far as software, you can download off of the internet. You will need access to an internet and a Windows PC. You do not have to have an Android device. We will be using kind of simulators for this. Now, if you have one, there's no issue. If you want to try stuff out, putting it on there. Matter of fact, I'm an iPhone user, but I do have an LG tablet that, excuse me, that I plan on using to try out some of this stuff myself. So you can use that. But for right now, we'll just be using the simulator so that you can make sure this stuff works. Student behavior, again, I expect everyone to do their own work and not have anyone else do it. As far as the test, my understanding is they will be proctored in a lab. So I need to do some research on that exactly, but there will be 2 proctored exams, the midterm and the final, where you will do those in the lab. I've got to do some research to see exactly how that's done, but I'll let you know more on that as we get closer. Right now, it's stated for 2:00 on a Tuesday, but I'll see how that works later on. As far as grading, your first assignment is Lab 0. It's worth 1% of your grade. Your lab average is 33%, midterms 33%, and your final exam is 33%. Grading scales, usual. A is 90 through 100. B is really 89.5 and above is really an A, and so on. Again, no grades will be recorded until I receive your email that you have looked at the policies, looked at the syllabus, listened to the video, and all of that. I already talked about the midterm exam, the final exam. They will be in one of the CIS labs or CIS labs. This class will require a considerable amount of time. Just me learning it from Mark, it's just taken up quite a bit of my time. So you need to make sure you set this amount of time aside. It's not something that you can wait till Sunday evening at 9 p.m. and get started and hope to have everything finished. You need to start early to do all these assignments. It is a 16-week class. I know AC is going to a lot of 8-week courses. Right now, this one's still 16, so it does kind of help spread it out a little bit. We're not trying to cram everything into an 8-week process. So see if there's anything else on here. Really, that is it. I've kind of gone over what the first assignment is. Again, if you have any questions this week, please text me. And if you have any issues or anything like that, or if you have any questions, as we go through this semester, we may hit a few bumps in the road just because this is my first time to teach this particular course. So some of the stuff I'll kind of be learning right along with you, or I'll be a few steps ahead of you. But I'll try to make it as smooth as possible. And again, if we need to meet or talk, don't hesitate to contact me. But again, please make sure you let me know what class you're in and who you are. Otherwise, don't make me guess off of a phone number, because that's more than likely I will not respond as quickly if you just leave it blank and just ask me a question, because it's going to take me a while to figure out who the heck you are. And I may even just text back, "Who are you?" So don't be offended if I do this because you didn't tell me. Other than that, again, I look forward to working with you in this class. I think it'll be exciting. Again, this is probably the funnest part of IT is actually doing development and creating things, especially whenever you can see the results of what you're doing. So this should be fun. Should be fun for you. Should be fun for me. And again, I look forward to working with you this semester. Thanks.